Hey guys, it's Ed announcing a new project for Experimental Airlines, and that is EA is going 100% solar powered. We'll be using this new portable 45-watt solar power photovoltaic array to power everything pertaining to Experimental Airlines except for the computer I use to edit and upload the videos, and that includes the batteries for my planes, the flight battery that runs the camera, the video transmitter, OSD, GPS, as well as a soldering iron, hot glue gun, charging the GoPro, charging my video goggles, and pretty much everything that you see. Let me show you around a little bit. This is a 45-watt photovoltaic solar panel set from Harbor Freight. It cost me $160 delivered to my door. I've seen it for a little more and a little less too on sale. It has a plastic frame, relatively sturdy, surprisingly good quality for the panels themselves for Harbor Freight. It's amorphous silicon technology, which is a bit less efficient than crystalline silicon, but the price is less and it suits my needs perfectly well. Each of these panels is individually removable, replaceable, and you can add on additional panels as well. This weighs about 30 pounds. It has folding legs that makes it portable so you can take it into the field, camping trip, wherever you like. At the top of each panel is the power takeoff, which is incidentally 24 to 26 volts around there, and that's stepped down by the charge controller to 12 volts. The panels rest on this PVC frame, which is actually pretty sturdy, and it has a few adjustments so you can incline or decline the panels as needed for seasonal adjustments of the angle of the sun. Here's the charge control unit. It's about 6 inches on a side, about 2 inches tall, and comes with a wide variety of outputs in several voltages and formats. It has, of course, 2 lighter outputs here that any number of 12-volt accessories can be plugged into. It's got 2 12-volt outputs here that are simply 1/4-inch stereo plugs, and it actually comes with 2 CFL bulbs, 12-volt light fixtures, like this. And there is also a 6-volt and a 3-volt output, which can be accessed with this multi-adapter, so you can run a number of chargers and accessories from that. And perhaps the coolest feature is it's got a USB out here, which provides 5 volts to anything you want to charge, such as this GoPro, which I'm charging now, and the GoPro that you're watching me film this with. I've used one of these 1/4-inch jacks to tap off 12-volt power for this LiPo charger, as well as this LED light array that I light my workspace with for the videos themselves, as well as the LCD that I use to view my work with as I work down below in the workspace. This is the LCD that I use to shoot the videos with. The GoPro there is mounted just beneath with a video out lead and a microphone. This is an external microphone intended for laptops. Here you can see the system charging this LiPo battery with my Turnigy LiPo charger connected to the 12-volt system there. And I found that I can charge at about 3 amps without discharging the battery. That is to say that the panels, which supposedly deliver 45 watts, can be counted upon to give 36 watts at 12 volts. That's 3 amperes. So that means on a bright sunny day you could charge LiPos all day long at 3 amps, never discharging your battery, using this only for capacitance. For lighting my workspace, I use this 12-volt array of LEDs. These are just bought for attaching to RC planes. This is a cool white and this is a warm white. This 400-watt AC power inverter, which is hooked directly to the battery terminals, is perfectly adequate to run any 110 accessories like a Dremel here, or a soldering iron, and of course the ever important glue gun right into there, and that can be turned off as needed between uses. For the battery, I chose this 20 amp hour sealed lead acid battery. It's a scooter battery like the scooters you see in the grocery store, and this would charge, as you can figure, about 8 2200 milliamp hour batteries just from the battery itself, not being hooked up to the solar cells. You can go as large or as small as you want with these batteries for additional capacity, but you do absolutely need a battery to go with this charge controller. Since this charge controller has a variable voltage seeking to charge a battery, you can't just hook the photovoltaic cells straight up to, for example, an inverter or a charger, because the voltage will vary and they sort of chase each other around. So while I realize the electricity I use in the RC sport is really a tiny proportion of the energy that I use in my life, it makes me feel a little bit better knowing that at least that segment of my life I use a renewable source of energy that doesn't consume any coal or gas or anything like that. Plus it seems kind of cool. It's very portable. I can take it camping, I can take it to the field, and I can charge my whole kit anywhere without relying on the grid or anything else. It could also be tied into the RV battery for an even greater repository of electricity for later use, but right now I keep it all isolated for just the kit that you saw on my workbench. And perhaps most importantly is that even if there's a war or a catastrophe or society crumbles, I will still be able to charge and fly my RC fleet no matter what else is going on. That, by the way, is my 24-foot toy hauler that serves as my workshop and cave and my home office. And in case you're curious, here's the rest of the Experimental Airlines workshop. Here's the entire workstation where I build all the planes and film all the videos. There's a Synapse fuselage, my desk with computer, and this is actually where I do my day job. Quadcopter in the works. Here's the current state of the fleet, some in flying condition, some not. And some decorations by Armin. The oven is, of course, logically used for soldering gear, and the stovetop for RC gear, FPV stuff down there, and pretty much every single surface covered with RC stuff. So thanks for coming along. Take it easy.